Hey guys.
No, I do not.
It looks like everything's working.
Uh-oh.
I know, this is like, oh my God.
That's amazing.
I'm going to check something real quick. I'm going to swap over to a screen here because I want to check and see what it shows that we're online on both the T Word and YouTube. So, yay, it worked. I've been going nuts this week trying to... Yeah, I've been going crazy trying to get this damn thing to work on both channels. So now it does. So cool. Welcome, everybody. We are the Pixel Erasure team. And those of you who actually tuned in last time to say hi, that was like, what, 3 weeks ago, I guess it was?
Something like that.
Yeah. So 3 weeks ago, we ended up adopting a new player. Not new player, but yeah. So Laughing Crow over here, he's our newest member for the team. He actually is someone who played with us in a previous iteration of guilds way back at least 10 years ago. And so, yeah, welcome back, Crow. So, yeah, this will be fun. Yeah, this is going to be fun tonight. And everything's working, so we can actually go have some fun, and I can play without stressing out, which is going to be nice for a change.
Who are we missing?
We're missing you, but that's why you can't see the party chat, because you're not in the party.
Yeah.
Join the party, man.
Well, if somebody invited me,
I did.
I think we did.
Well, let's try again.
Do it again.
There it is.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you have to hit the accept button.
I was doing something.
Yeah. Good excuse.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, I mean there's a program for that.
All right. How's everyone been? Haven't talked to you guys in a couple of weeks. Well, I've talked to Pete, but
I've been good.
Who's
Like I
doing
said,
alchemy? Sorry.
Huh? I have alchemy.
Okay. I have herbs for you.
Yeah, I've got what herbs? I've got all the silverleaf and peace bloom I know what to do with.
I have some other herbies.
If you've got earthroot, I can make some useful stuff.
I have some a couple of briar thorns, some mage royal, king's blood, bruiseweed, and swift thistle, which are all ones you're gonna need soon.
Swift thistle.
So,
yeah. So if you come over here, I'll put them in your bag, please.
Where are you at?
We're in front of the bank in the Exodar.
Okay, I'm down in the bank, so I'll come right back up there.
Okay, I'll give you your herbies. And I have metal for people. Who wants metal from me?
I've been doing a lot of metal, but I've been getting so much stuff from my other tune that I'm kind of full up. I can't get rid of the copper.
Okay. Do you want me to? Who wants? Who wants light armor kits?
Oh, I could use those, but
yeah.
give me a minute.
I just saw your post. I'll check and see if I have enough to do. I could do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have a bunch of.
Who's our disenchanter?
Jeff.
That's me.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me finish.
Because I cannot remember who's who.
Here, let me give you some herbies while he's doing that.
I don't have that many slots open right now, so.
Okay.
Just throw them in the bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw that in the bank too. Thanks, Crow.
Sure.
Why is it not? Oh, there it is.
Okay. Who wanted? Oh, that was Corey. You wanted that.
Yes.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, and I've got some cloth for you. You want me to mail it to you or just give it to you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Why don't you mail it, because my bags are pretty
full
stocked.
up?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Do you want these, Jeff, do you want these gears to disenchant now that nobody can use them?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take them. let me finish this trade with Corey, so
No
he has a
problem.
couple of
No
extra
problem.
bags there.
Yeah, Peep, how many do did you want some bags?
I have got a 10 slot, an 8 slot, an 8 slot, and a 10 slot. So
I need
Okay.
bags.
You need a bag? I've got one
three
8
eight slots, but you know if
I have a couple of 8 slots.
I'm still
that I
running
can
around
give.
with a 4 slot.
Oh, here, let's fix that.
I'll give you bags.
Yeah, I'll give you one right now. I've got an 8 slot in my bag, so.
and I've got 3 8 slots with me too, so
I now have 2 6 slots that are available. So
There you go.
Okay, I can replace this one with that one. My bag slots will jump a little bit. Okay, and I've got which character, not which player, needs stuff to disenchant?
That's me, Sherlock.
Okay. Because it's like, it's me. I don't know who you are.
Me,
I don't know what your
me.
characters' names are.
Well, that's like Peep and I are running around in Star Wars, and she's like, "I'm over here." I'm going, "Where is that?"
I don't know what you mean by here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Peep, I can use those light armors.
Let me give them to you.
and when you get up there, let's see, I'm doing cloth stuff. So when you get around to making some armor or things to wear, keep me in mind.
I shall do that. I've got a level 26 chat. Well, let me see what I can make right at this moment. Hang on. I've got a gray woolen. Well, here, I'll put it in party.
I'm gonna run off and buy some trade supplies.
I don't have the mats to make everything there. I'll have to get some gray dye and stuff, but and some fine thread, but that's gives you an idea anyway.
Well, I can make if since we're kind of short, since I don't know if anybody has helmet yet, I can make flying tiger goggles, which assuming I can find the psyllium recipe, I think I just have to go get it.
But I think you're the only one that can use them.
Have engineering to wear all goggles.
Yeah, you're the only one that can use them.
I'm the only one that can use them?
Yep.
God
damn it.
Only engineers can use the goggles.
Okay, well, I still need, if I'm going to buy even one set of those, I'm going to need leather and tiger's eye. Tiger's eye I've got. Leather I don't.
I have some leather. What kind of leather?
I need 6 light leather.
Well, you can get them from Crow or me. Doesn't matter which.
Let me see if I have some in the bank. I'm not sure if I do or not.
Jeff, are you ready for disenchants?
Yep. I'm also ready to enchant too, so if people want some more stuff, I'll let you know what I have.
All right. I wish I could use these maces I got, but they have the wrong stats on them. So, what are you going to do? Okay, there's one batch. And then I think I've got just 2 more to give you. So,
okay,
and also some wool cloth.
Yeah, let me open up. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Go ahead.
Second.
Where is the thing I'm looking
cloth
for?
and cloth.
Way the hell over here. That's
And that'll fill me up.
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Jeff, if you get a chance, I could use those boots and that cloak.
Okay, I'll have to, like I said, I got to run over to the tailor and pick up some gray dye and some thread because I don't have enough to make everything.
All right, when you get a chance,
It's just over the way. I'll get it.
Yeah.
one of these days I'm going to play a character that's got, both engineering and tailoring, and is a warrior and a bit of a sneaky person, That way I can be Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Nice.
Secondarily, Jeff, I could also use that cloak, but mostly for the armor.
Okay.
So
Who's our tank?
Me.
Corey.
Sultania.
Sultania.
What level are you?
14?
Oh.
Yeah. Why?
When you get up to 17, I've got a ring for you that gives you +4 on hit.
Okay.
Can I dispose of these bags of the lesser bags, or do we need them for something?
No, we won't.
The 4 slaughters, you should let go and just throw those out, sell them, destroy them, whatever. The 6 slaughters, send to your alts or put them on the auction house. People are still sort of in need of them every time they start a character.
And let her put them on the auction house.
And if you have enough,
That way I can get at least some of this crap out of the way.
if you have enough gold, you can actually put them and use them for your bank slot too. At least, at first.
I can use one of them. The first one's like,
okay, I'm gonna run over
or 10 silver or something, and then the next one's a gold.
I'm gonna run over to the tailor shop and pick up some stuff. I'll be back. I was looking for like the stuff that's the highest level I can make. There's other stuff that I can do too, guys, but you need to let me know what you need.
I have some more mats for you as well, Jeff.
Okay.
Whenever you're
Who's the alchemist?
Prepared to receive them.
I am. That is to say,
Malvrocus, or whatever your name is.
Yeah,
Mavrokeras.
Sure. Well, I've got some oily blackmouth and some firefin snapper and some strangle kelp for you if you want it.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of because I was fishing and I got a bunch of oily blackmouth. I haven't quite got to the point where I can make that spell yet.
Did you get
any... but you're gonna believe me, for leveling that particular portion, you're gonna need all the oily blackmouth you can get your hands on. So
yeah.
All right, let me come down here and I'll just give it to you, and you can put it right in the bank.
Yep.
Did you, by chance, fish up any pearls?
I have some.
Let's see. Which one?
Oh wait, damn
pearl...
it! It's in my mailbox. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Small lustrous pearl. I need one for each of the cloaks.
Let's see.
Gray dye I need. How many?
I have iridescent. Small lustrous pearls. You need how many?
Well,
2?
One for each cloak that I'm making. So if I'm making 2 cloaks, then I need 2.
Okay.
And where's the...
All right, let me go. I've got 2 pearls for you. I only need 1 cloak, but I'll give you 2 pearls.
Yeah, I need a cloak too, so it'll be 2.
And I have some cloth for you. I've got a bolt of silk, a bolt of wool, and some regular wool and silk.
Okay, I can't use the silk yet, but the wool I can.
Okay.
I'm pretty close.
I gotta go check trainers, so I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I should check. I just walked away from the tailor. I should check because I'm 110 out of 150.
Wait, come back.
No. Hang on.
I was giving him some oily blackmouth.
Oh.
Okay, I'm right here. I'm leaping right here.
I know. I just as soon as I started getting it for you, you started running off.
I'm back. I have many gifts.
All right, there you go. And let's see. And Jeff, when you get back, I have the pearls for you.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Okay, I picked up a bunch of new recipes, so let's see. Ooh.
Anybody want not Simple Branch of the Eagle, because I realized that was an upgrade for me, but does anybody want that shotgun or this my bag open up? Just bag, and I've got this shotgun or this rapier, this Defias rapier.
Yeah, I'm more of a staff and wand kind of gal.
Yeah, I don't have no staffs or wands.
I'm a mace and a wand guy, yeah.
I don't know if that's an upgrade or not. It's +2 agility, but minus 0.6 damage per second.
Well, you're not a damage character. You're a tank, so.
So the class
probably
cloak,
more important if it's an upgrade on your basic defense properties.
So the Pearl class cloak has +3 intellect.
That's
Please,
nice.
yum yum yum.
Yeah. So that'll help out the casters. I'm looking to see the woolen cape is just a 14 cape. There's nothing on it. But
Can you do that without needing extra mats?
yes.
Because I can, if you want to give that cloak to the first cloak that I asked for to somebody else that needs the +3 intellect, that's fine. Because I just need I only have a 9 armor back cloak.
Oh, okay.
So a 14 would be an upgrade.
Okay. I'll do yours, and then let's see, which one am I doing? Cloak. So who wanted the intellect cloaks besides me?
I'd like one, please.
Okay.
And me, please.
Okay.
I think I need one.
Well, let me go get a third pearl for you guys then.
Well,
It's my last pearl.
do you have two? Because I actually can use it as well.
I just gave you two.
I know, but I'm going to use both of them for. There's 4 of us that need the cloak.
I only got one more small
Okay.
lustrous pearl.
Okay, I'll give it to.
If it's the
someone.
black pearl, you can summon the sparrow cloak.
I'm not into pirates right now.
All right, and then the other cloak, the woolen cape. That's the one that you were looking at. It's
that way I can.
It's a 14.
Yeah, that's fine. I only have a 9, so it's still an upgrade.
Okay. So let me make the woolen cape. And I'll make one more cloak. And if you happen to run into any more pearls, I could use one.
I'll keep my eyes open. I also use them for some of my rings.
Yeah,
I've got some. Yeah.
So Crow,
Does anybody want a ring for arcane resistance?
I mean, not especially, but yes.
Yeah, I've got
If that makes any sense.
copper ring.
Okay.
And a copper ring.
I mean, I've got a spirit and intellect ring, so yeah, probably not. Never mind. Erase.
Okay.
erase.
Well, no, I picked it up questing, and it's not going to do me any good. So.
Yeah, I hear you. I've got some jewel crafting materials because I was starting out as the jewel crafter, so I can give you some materials. Do you want me to just mail them to you, or?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, I will do that. I am out of bag space everywhere, dude.
Okay, I need.
All right,
I
so
can make myself some goggles if I can get sick leather.
Hey Jeff, when are you going to be able to make silk bags at 10?
That should be next, but I don't know. I mean, we have to find a good source of silk, right? We got to get out of this area.
Silk is hard to find. At least it wasn't.
It'll be easier when we get into the zone of silk.
Oop.
So.
Okay.
So I'm gonna offer this as contingency, but I do have a bunch of bag space, so if you guys absolutely need to store stuff, let me know.
So, Dalfrin, you needed a cloak?
Yes, please.
There
I
you
just
go.
sent you some fabric, by the way.
Thank you.
So I figured your bag was getting a little bit full.
Yeah, I think I'll mail this stuff that I was going to trade you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because my bank's like chock full of strange dust.
I know. Because you know why that is, you guys? Because I was hanging around on Peep in town one day and somebody just put in the trade chat, hey, does anybody want a, crap ton of early enchanting mats? And I was like, I do. And so I dumped them all on Jeff. Here, do
There
some
you go.
enchanting work, enchanter.
Yeah, worked out fine.
Okay, can I make blackmouth oil now? Yes, I can.
Okay, who was the other person that needed the cloak?
That was me.
Okay, and you're in the bank?
I'm running towards the bank now.
Okay. I'll stand still. There you are.
Yeah, first I need to gain a level, but yeah. I can hang on to it for that long.
Okay. Enchanting. Some enchanted evening. I've got minor protection, lesser health, minor stamina, minor resistance, minor absorption, minor deflection, minor mana, minor health, minor health and bracer, minor health chest.
I'll have minor mana if you can get one to me.
Me too.
Likewise.
Okay, that's a chest. So if you want to pop a chest in, pop your chest out at me.
What do you have
I'll
for
see what I
risk?
can do.
I guess having the mana makes more sense than having the armor. For
Oops. God damn it. My mouse went the wrong way.
Was that
All right,
was that
try
Crow that
this
was looking
again.
for it?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me throw my chest to you.
Okay, will not be traded.
Oh yeah, not be traded. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next.
Ooh, pick me.
What do you need?
Mana. I am a wizard.
Wizard.
Okay,
The
need your
wizard.
chest. Okay, I'm taking out your +8 armor and putting in 5 mana.
Yeah, I'm a wizard. I should definitely have the mana.
There you go.
You have to trade.
Oh, I thought I did. Sorry.
Does anyone want a potion of water breathing? Because I got
Not
5.
yet, but we'll get it at some point.
Okay.
I'm making them because it uses up mats and.
Hey Jeff,
Yeah.
I'll
my
take one
chest
for
does
sure.
not have the mana.
I thought I gave it to you. Why don't
Yeah,
you
it's
trade it?
not on my chest.
Oh, well. Didn't stick to your chest, huh?
Yeah, I'll see
Okay.
what I can do.
First, I gotta find the damn thing. Where did it go?
There, that worked.
Yeah, that worked. Okay.
I think I didn't hit the trade button.
Well, I think what happened is you hit the trade button too quick.
Sorry.
Okay, who else needed what? I got protection.
I need a mana. On
You
the
wanted
chest
mana?
piece.
Okay.
Yes, please.
There you are.
Oh, there it is. God. Shift. Enter.
Oh, I've already got 5 mana on there. I think you already did me.
Oh, maybe, but
Sorry, dude.
that's okay. It's
Oh,
another.
well. It's all done. That's another point for you, huh?
Yeah, I'm almost up to 90. Anyone else need anything? Minor health chest, minor health bracer, minor deflection
I think
bracer.
all of my equipment has the stuff that you can do right now.
Minor
I think
absorption
it's all
chest. Minor resistance cloak.
I could use
Stamina.
Stamina.
Okay,
or
that's a bracer.
Whatever. Yeah, bracer. Anything on the bracer is fine.
I got deflection and minor health and minor stamina for bracers.
I don't know which one's going to be better.
Probably stamina. Less healing required, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've also got where's our fighter at?
I'm staying here.
Yeah.
Also anything on the cloak would be also fine.
Yeah, right now. Cloak can be minor protection or minor resistance. Probably protection.
Yeah, protection probably be better.
Okay.
Okay, what else do I need? Or need to do? Okay, well, while we're here in front of the bank, I'm gonna go put as much of this stuff away as possible.
Armor. Yay!
I need to see what I need to do with my stuff now.
Do you have anything for belts?
No, nothing for belts. It's chest, bracer.
Oh, I have
cloak.
I'm an idiot. I've got 3 pearls.
Oh, okay. I could use one of those and then I can have a cloak.
I can technically give you my cloak right now because I can't wear it for another level.
Oh, that's okay. No, I'll make my own. Then I don't have to trade or anything later. I gotta see what I need to do here.
Did anybody have 6 pieces of leather they could give me?
I do. I put them in the bank though, so I gotta run down and get them.
I am standing right here, and I can make myself some nifty goggles.
Goggles. Sick light leather.
Yep.
And I gotta wade through a bunch of lower level leatherworking that doesn't really have any stats for healers on it. So I'm gonna be wearing cloth for quite a while, I think. There, have some leather. You can just give me the leftovers or save them for if you need them for other stuff. I have lots and lots. I have stuff in the bank that I can't actually get out.
So when you guys hit 17, I have rings for you guys.
Woohoo!
Check out my goggles.
Yay.
Goggles! Nice.
Oh, those are cool.
Goggles. Cool goggles, man.
Inflicted spirit.
I'm ready to rock and roll. Rock and or roll.
Okay, I'm gonna go put stuff away, and then I'll be ready to go.
Okay. I'm gonna go outside and fish.
I'll join you. I could use leveling up.
Woohoo! The clackety clack of our hooves on the floor of our spaceship.
Yeah, you guys are kind of loud.
Goats.
I think I'm wearing clogs.
I've got coconut shells on.
So are there people in our society that are just farriers? Like all they do is work on people's feet?
Probably though. We are
horses' feet. Yeah.
We're artiodactyls though, so we probably.
You gotta do. The hooves are going to be the same as goats and horses and all those guys.
Yeah,
There's
horses
need to be some work on them.
Well, you probably have people who are podiatrists essentially.
I thought goats had split hooves.
Yeah, they're
They
artiodactyls.
do, but you still have to. I don't think a farrier doesn't look after them, do they?
No.
Just ranchers just look after their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to. You don't put shoes on them. Farriers are shoers.
No, but they just pay attention to their feet. They do. I have seen people trimming goat feet and sheep feet on television.
So you're saying they have a goat fetish?
No, they're just people that keep animals.
No, I think all of you guys have goat fetish. I'm the only one that's the same person here. But you guys adopted me, so yeah, you adopted me, so I don't know what this.
I think goats are cute, and I like their obnoxious attitude.
Goat yoga.
And the fact that they will eat anything, I think, is so fun.
Yeah, goats defying the law of gravity. Okay, I'm here.
Flying goats.
Yeah, we gotta get over to Blood Mist Isle, don't we?
Yep.
Can we fly, or is it not possible?
No, I think we
have the
run.
flight point?
I don't know.
I don't have any flight.
I don't have the flight point. I'm gonna have to run up there. I'm still on the sand pears and stuff like that at the beginning. So if everybody's ready, I'll just hustle my bustle all the way over there.
Yeah, I gotta run all the way over there too.
Okay.
I will follow you because I don't know where I'm going.
I will hustle my bustle.
So just clarifying, we are working on alien predators and a favorite treat.
Yep.
I have Elixir Serious Business and Lunar Fireworks. I don't have that.
Irradiated crystal shards.
Lunar Fireworks is gone. You should probably just kill that quest. Just abandon it, because that's for the Lunar Festival.
So we got irradiated crystal shards and Blood Watch. That's what I've got.
And I have the Declaration of Power with Lord Ziz.
See, I have Catch and Release, Known Thine Enemy, Bloodwatch, and Ysera's Tears.
Yeah, we weren't all questing together, so it's likely we're going to have some
overlap.
I don't have the Elec writing one yet. Or, I mean, I have the Elec writing one, but I have Elixir Serious Business.
Yeah,
yep.
I'll be picking
up.
That
means you got to ride all over the island, basically.
Night Stalker, hi.
Hey, Kochak.
Man, am I fast at skinning an animal or what? That shit usually takes hours to do. Or at least an hour, I would think. I don't know, my uncle was pretty good at stripping down a deer. I think he could probably do an average-sized one in an hour.
That's pretty good.
It has been a long time since I've tried doing that.
Yep. It is. It's kind of a fancy thing to know these days. Like, I couldn't do it. But he was super fast at it, my uncle. He was just like, okay, it's ready. Zoop, 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 zoop. Here's the hide, okay.
I know that my mom didn't want the deer around when my dad went hunting, so it's kind of like, well, we'll give at least half of the deer to the county jail, so that...
You didn't like venison?
She didn't care for anything wild. It's like...
It does have a slightly strange flavor, wild meat.
Yeah, I mean... I liked venison. I liked duck. I mean, we had
duck's
pheasant.
great, and venison's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my mom refused
But
to
I
make
understand
it.
why
It was
people
like,
don't like it. You know,
Nah, it was
it has
more
a
of
slightly
it was
strange
less
taste.
of liking the taste and more of just not wanting that filthy animal around the house, unquote.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
once you've parted them out into steaks, they pretty much look like steaks.
Yes.
Yep. They do taste different, though. Slightly different. Just
Well, the best.
in a
I
way
mean, when
that
it comes to,
I
when
find
it
it
comes,
difficult. The word is gamey, but people think that that means gross and rotten, but that's
It doesn't
No,
taste like
it's not
beef,
what it
that's
is.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
well,
What'd
I
you
mean,
say?
part of it is you've got grass-fed beef, who basically their job is to sit there and get fat.
Mhm.
Where you've got deer who, I mean, it's like there's a thing when it comes to pronghorn hunters, and the pronghorn hunters are like, if it starts running, don't take the shot, because if it starts running, that means it has done an adrenaline dump, and its meat's going to taste shitty.
Yeah.
So what you do is you got to catch them when they're lying down. Basically,
Or looking the other way.
yeah, or basically
Yeah.
you don't want them to run, and
Yeah.
it's the same, you know. So they have muscles that get used.
You know what, Kurt? I think you might actually need to go do your Elix quest.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
need to-
have to
I
zoom.
need to do that
Basically, you
too.
just. Okay. Basically, you guys just need to zoom around the island and
Talk to a
that's
few
it.
people,
You just
right?
zoom around the island and talk to a few people, and I will not do any quests. I will go over and fish until you're done. I'm just avoiding bears.
I was
Kessel
gonna say,
Run.
is there
Avoiding
you have to
bears.
go to the water to fish here though.
Yeah, the water's right here.
We crossed the water.
Okay, what
I
am I
can
supposed
wait
to be
until
doing with this
everybody's
thing?
done.
Like the shaman. Oh yeah, they can walk on water. I forgot it. Me, I can
So I've
just
got to
breathe.
go where?
Unending breathing.
Yeah.
We had decided we were going to do rim to rim in one day, which they advised you specifically not to do.
Yes.
And so we started out in the dark because we wanted to get down to Phantom Ranch by the time that the sun was high. Because we
Right.
didn't want to be walking through 110 degrees. So I managed to screw up my knee on about the time we were going down, I think it was the South Kaibab. And right before we got the tip-off toilet, I screwed my knee up.
Yeah.
And so I had to do the rest of the hike on a busted knee, and it has never worked properly since, and that more or less put an end to my running career.
Well, I never ran, but the going back up the hill was not a fun thing to do.
I prefer climbing to descending.
Yes, I do too, but for some weird reason I messed up my knee going back up the hill instead of down.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go wait at the Elix for you, Kurt, because
Yeah, I'm just about there.
Okay, I've got some.
I used up almost all my time because I went when I finished up. I decided I was going to try to swim across the Pacific Ocean over there.
Yeah.
May you find what you seek.
All right, so I'm now on Alien Predators, a favorite trait, and Declaration of Power.
Let's see, do I have any of these recipes? No, I have no fish recipes. Okay, well, I'll give you the blackmouth.
Okay, I have Declaration of Power and Alien Predators.
Oh,
Woohoo.
And
I have
there's one-
Declaration of Power, Alien
stand still,
Predators,
I'll
and a
give you-
favorite treat.
and I have a favorite treat now too.
wait. Do not leave. There. Okay.
Okay. My ELIC has not expired yet, so
Yeah, take advantage of it. It won't expire until you get off of it. If you dismount, it'll disappear.
So as long as I can complete the rest of these missions, as long as I can complete all these missions on Ellic back.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I can, because I'll just follow you and let you do the work.
All right, I'm gonna go start looking at these sand pears for a favorite treat.
We should rescue Princess Stillpine when we're over there as well. That quest is on there somewhere.
Not sure how to dismount this thing. Escape will probably nope.
Woohoo, leather!
Oop. Alright, so what are we supposed to be doing?
Just questing. Just getting our quest items, and if you head to the north, there's a quest called Saving Princess Stillpine that we can pick up when we get over there. But for the moment, just killing things as we come across them is what's happening.
There's a blood mist hatchling.
And also look for sand pears. I don't remember where the sand pears are, but
they're all over the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
oh, over here. This spark. You see this little guy over here? This little.
Gotcha.
The sparkly bastards.
All right. So
sparkly bastards.
Who's first?
So you guys all need the. I don't have the quest for killing these hatchlings, but you guys do.
Nope.
Oh, blood mist hatchling.
Yeah.
Alien predators. I'll share it.
Okay.
Sherlock, you already completed that quest.
Okay.
I think I have too.
It says yeah, you have.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
Just
I'll
the rest
go
of
along
us.
for the ride and add some firepower.
Murder them. Murder the things. For sand pears, why don't we just go in a list?
Yep.
Okay.
Who took that first one?
I did.
Okay. Then you'll
I actually have 2 of them now.
It's gonna be fun when we can do the dungeons too.
Oh yeah. What's the first one we're gonna do?
Probably the first one that will be meaningful is Dead Mines. But once we get the feature, it might also give us Shadow. Is it? What's the one? The Horde one? Shadow Flame Keep. Is that
Yeah,
it?
something like that. Yeah.
Shadow Fang Keep.
Shadow Fang. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what any of them were called.
I finally got a full shard. I've been trying to kill stuff so I could get a shard, and it's like shards are not.
I need
dropping.
a shard, dude.
I'm going to shard.
Well, you can only get them from things that are not gray.
Yes.
So.
You gotta. Yeah. You're doing this the shard way, huh?
Yes.
Doing it the shard way.
All right.
Like we gain value from our shard experience.
Oh,
so you see that Furby in the cage over there? That's Princess Stillpine, so we can save her.
Yep, I got her on my map. I'm just grabbing a flower node.
That's fine.
I'm grabbing a sand
I'm
pear.
pointing it out mostly for the noobs that have never been here before. Can't skin these guys. They got a culture. So.
There's another one.
Well.
Kurt.
See it. Moving efficiently through the sand pears.
don't know. We might have to escort her to Still Pine Hold, but there's plenty of XP to gain along the way. I don't remember if we have to escort her or not.
Who would like the treasure chest?
It'll be shared by everybody. Just open it right on up.
It was?
Yeah,
probably got copper.
If you get a green gear, everybody rolls on it. Otherwise, it's just junk that's tradable, and you can if somebody really wants something, they can ask for it.
So we got to kill these guys until a lock drops, or a key.
High Chief Bristlelim, we need to kill to.
Is that one of the ones where you have to kill like 1 million of them before he shows up?
I think so. She says, "Help me! The Bristlelim captured me and are planning to sacrifice me to their foul gods." Did everybody take the quest?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, we gotta fight these guys until we can kill the dude. Help me!
There's a mining
These
node here.
meanies.
Is anybody doing mining?
I think you're the only one. Oh no, Crow is probably doing it.
Yeah, I don't need any more copper though.
Okay.
Well, you can always sell it.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I've got probably about 200 copper in my bank.
Oh, I'm selling them.
as in-
I mean, they're
as
not
in-
selling it
As in vendor it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. There's a.
Just throw it over to Peepa Deep, and she'll just keep a hold of it until it sells and put the money in the guild bank.
I notice you've been selling yours block at a time.
No, I sell them one at a time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because everybody has an add-on where they can pull. Everybody has an add-on where they can just determine if they want to buy 10 or 11 or 125 or whatever. So
yeah, I've been trying to do mine in 5s. So
yeah,
some herbs.
I just do it.
Yep.
I do it as ones because people just buy them. Yeah.
There's another.
I feel sorry for these poor forest creatures because, like, we show up, they attack us, and then suddenly they're in heaven going, "What the hell happened?"
Are we still trying to kill Furbies?
Yeah, one of them will drop the key, or I don't. Where's the?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh yes, we just kill the furbogs to. The more of them we kill, then we'll drag their leader out.
Do I have to do everything myself? Okay, I'm done with sand pears.
Okay.
Crow's tanking now.
I'm out of range.
Damn it.
Face the wrath of Bristlelim. Oh, that's the High Chief over there.
That's him right there, yeah.
Get him!
You want to wait for... No, I guess not. Okay.
Cloth. That should be your pattern there, dude.
I'm looking. I was trying to kill stuff.
That's what you get for running off without the tank.
Yep.
Tank?
The hell? All of a sudden I got shit firing at me. It's like, oh, here we go again with these guys rezzing right on top of us.
Keep or whatever we needed for the princess?
Yep, we can get her out. I got the key. I got the key. Let's let the princess out of the cage.
Where's the cage?
I don't remember.
Off to our
Down
left.
there somewhere.
I'm headed for it.
Yep, this away.
Okay.
Wait. Corey's still killing something over here.
Oh,
Trying to get some flowers.
I love the fact that they put her in a cage and let her keep her spear.
Yeah.
Well, what's she gonna do? Poke people through the cage? I mean,
yeah. You don't want to
Yeah.
get too close.
Trust me. Trust me. You can screw someone up from inside a cage.
Oh yeah, you would know.
Where did she go? Oh, she's off to the left. Okay.
Let's not fall down the hill. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. It's actually okay for us to fall down the hill.
Now.
Okay, using the key.
Yay.
There you go, Princess. Princess Furby.
Thank you for saving me. My father will be delighted.
Yay, we'll probably have to go talk to this guy at Still Pine Hole for that, but... Alright, so we're getting pears. Pears. There's a
Yeah.
pear over here by this tree.
You mean no
I'm
apricots?
still short a hatchling too. And I'm done with pears, by the way.
Let's go get
whoever's
the
next.
hatchling then.
Who's doing pears?
Yeah, who's doing pears?
It's me.
You doing pears.
Okay.
That means you are impaired.
I need pears. I'm
does it for the hat?
impaired.
Hatchlings.
So what's going on now?
We're killing hatchlings. We're gonna get some leather.
I
I
thought
mean,
we got.
killing hatchlings.
I thought we finished
We
those.
just
I was short
No.
one.
it was done. We just needed one more.
Yeah.
Now we're getting pears.
Pears. I'm getting pears. Yeah, you.
We can kill bears for leather if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
So no
Pears and
pear.
pears.
Bears and pears. Or pairs of bears. Depending on how many there are. No.
Resto Shaman is 44% upgrade on that.
Not for me.
Nothing for me. Nothing, honey.
Uh,
Aw, blue flutterer. Moths. Cute.
Thank you for clarifying. We didn't hear it over the mic though, so it's okay.
What didn't you hear over the mic?
The blue fluttering.
Yeah, that's what the little moths are called. The blue flutterers. I have a little pet moth somewhere. I think she's in the bank.
How do
I'm
you feed her
still
when she's
looking
in
for
the bank?
sand pears.
Me too. I'm just turning this alien predators in.
I hope you find something useful.
I'll be fine. I'll just yell if I need help. I'll just try and grab as many as I can. You too. You just go a different direction and grab as
May your
many as you
days be
can.
long and your hardships few.
This ain't hardcore, so if we get in trouble and die,
Browse
oh
at
well.
your leisure.
It's all your fault.
just-
Oh, wait.
Go back to the graveyard. To the graveyard.
no, I'll resurrect
To the
you.
graveyard.
Hey, guess what? I leveled.
Remain vigilant.
Yay!
Yeah, you can actually. Hooray, grats! You can actually use your
Cape.
bring people
Cloak.
back to life
Prices here are
powers.
reasonable.
That's right.
It's not hardcore.
Okay, I just upgraded
Hardcore, you
my.
don't even buy those spells because nobody.
I just upgraded my robe, which means I could use another enchant.
Yeah, me too.
Another enchant? Okay.
Me too. But I'm looking for sand pears right now.
I'm trying to find people to help.
I will be on the road again.
On the road again?
Hey, Willie.
Yep.
I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Oh no, I got a hatchling attacking me.
Need a hand?
Luckily. Nah, I think I'll be okay. Luckily, I know magic.
Where are you running around?
I'm just farting
Goodbye, blood
around.
mist hatchling.
So I'm going to check and see if everything is working on the 2 platforms. Apparently it is working on... Yes, it is working on platform 1, which is good. Let's see about platform 2.
Alright, I got my last sand pair here, and I'm headed right back over. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It'll be so nice when I have my little ghost wolf form.
Right now, I'm just being a murder hobo.
It's too bad they didn't differentiate so that Draenei Shaman got like little goat creature ones or something. They should have had something other than a ghost wolf. You know? They should have had like a ghost Elec or something.
Well, yeah, because like goats aren't intimidating, so a ghost goat wouldn't be that scary.
Right, goats can be darn intimidating.
Rams can
especially the rams.
Have you ever seen those 5-horned or the 4-horned rams?
Yes, they're really cool. I have a friend, those are Jacob's sheeps, and I have a friend in Texas that breeds those.
My luck, I'd
And
get
the
one
babies
of
are
the
so
fading
cute.
goats.
Oh, the babies are so cute. They are ridiculous. They're like, how are you going to grow up to be like a 4-horned demon-looking guy? And they're like, we don't know. We're just cute. I don't know.
We don't ask questions like that. Neither should you.
Say, we don't know.
Hey, Mill's on. Hi, Mill. We are
Hi,
having a
Mill.
good night. We got everything working for a change.
I mean, our brains are a bit broken.
Well, okay, not everything.
All of our technical issues are not happening tonight.
All of our technical issues are with the wetware this evening.
Yay, I leveled. I can put on my necklace.
Yay.
Yep, Peep's here.
I am here. Peep is Dolphin the Shaman.
Mill says hi.
Hi, Mill. Okay, where are you guys now?
Standing by the Elix.
Yeah, we're Elk watching.
All right, we have to... Now we gotta go up to the Wrath Scale place.
I'm still collecting pairs.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, if you want to really win, you should try for a full house.
Or a flush.
Yeah. That's only if you want your plumbing to work.
That's right.
Collecting pairs and nodes.
Pears and goats?
Pairs and nodes.
Herb nodes. Herbs.
Flower picking.
Hodes.
You can pick your
Sometimes
friends.
you can
you
find
can pick your
little
nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. That's the rule.
If you look, you can occasionally find little flashes of cheat code because they have a code in their nodes.
Eek.
That's why I use antihistamines, man.
This is my antihistamine.
That was rude of her.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, who's getting beat up over here?
I'm just out farming experience points.
I didn't realize we had 2 mages in the group.
No.
We have a mage and a shaman.
Yeah, and a priest.
And
And a warlock. There we go. So, okay.
We don't have
never
any
mind.
mages.
I'm not a mage.
Oh, we do. I'm a mage.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
the heck?
but so.
We have
No,
no
you
we have
think
no
you're a
melee
mage.
people. We have no melee people except our tank is what I was trying to say.
You're not
Okay.
really
It's
a
all
mage. You just
casters in a
think you're a
tank.
mage.
And I'm an off-caster, so yeah.
Ugh.
Where's
So
your imp?
if we get
Warlock?
boiled, do we get castor oil?
Yep.
He's over here. He's hanging out.
If you squeeze us really hard.
That's right.
Jackapp.
Well, I saw that his buff was up, but I just couldn't see him anywhere. Where is he?
He's standing in the weeds.
Mm.
I could bring up my Void Walker, but
Nah,
then
have
we
a
put
tank.
Corey out of business for a while.
On the
I
outside.
have been upstaged by a blueberry.
Yes.
Blueberry.
Okay, someone asked for another buff of some kind.
That was me.
Enchant.
Yeah, that was
I need another enchant too on my
Mavocara's.
chest.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's do the trade.
Me too. Because I just got a brand new robe. Robe.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
Okay. What did you need?
Okay, hold on a second. Mana. Yeah, okay.
Chest for mana.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to do a bio.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. And Peep?
Not unless you
need
got something for
mana.
wrists.
Well, I've got not mana though. I got
I
minor
don't
mana.
have anything on the wrist. I have nothing on
I
the
just
wrist.
need mana on the chest piece.
Okay. Let me. You want mana?
I am on my way back. I am done collecting
Pairs of the sand.
hairs.
It didn't work.
Pairs of the sand.
You hit. It
It
didn't
didn't?
work. You hit. No, I don't think so.
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
I got
I didn't
5
see it
mana
show-
on
okay.
there.
Cool. All right.
worked.
I'll take health on the wrists.
Health. Okay. Let me.
I've also got a mace for you to disenchant.
Okay.
What kind of a mace is it?
2-stone sledgehammer,
What does it do?
+1 strength and stamina, 21 to 33
Oh.
damage, two-handed.
Yeah, never mind. That's not a caster mace.
Yeah, I didn't think I would have offered if it had been.
Ah. I didn't know if you knew I was using maces that I can use a mace.
You
No,
mentioned
Me
I
and
don't
Crow.
want that. Oh, is that for
Disenchanted.
disenchanting?
Oh, it
Okay,
says
but
it's
give me
full
your, give me your
How the hell did I get
bracers.
full?
Bracers first.
I can't use that.
Nope, won't work.
Why not?
I don't know. Oh, never mind. You want, what did you want on the bracer?
Health or something?
Anything?
Yeah, really. I don't care what.
Okay, minor health. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
The rest of the stuff I have to sell because I cannot give it to you because it's soulbound, which is annoying.
Yeah, I can't disenchant that. You can go over here and sell it. Food vendor, she'll take anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna call
I
her
find the
Mikey.
economy very strange. They must have some kind of centralized processing for all this.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had vendors in the real world that would just take your crap and give you a little bit of silver for it? Like, here you go. I have no idea what you're doing with it, but I suppose magic is probably involved somewhere.
The maid set herself on fire.
I was gonna say I still can't cook anything. because I have none of the stuff that a human needs to cook.
We're goats, so
Yeah, I
when
know.
we run out of food, we can just eat the grass and the leaves and stuff.
But I went to the cooking vendor here, and they still don't have recipes that I can actually use. It's like, you're human. Here's the Betty Crocker book from 1950.
I'm back,
Now,
by
the
the
funny
way.
thing, some of that stuff is good.
Yay.
The Betty Crocker books from the 1950s.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
kind of shirts can you make there, Jeff? Can you make any colored shirts yet?
Trying to remember if I bought any of the recipes. I think I can get, let's see, I can make a white, a brown. I can make red, but I don't have the dye. So red, blue,
At some point
green.
in the future, I will request a blue, a green, and a red shirt, please, and a white one.
Okay, white woolen
And a brown
dress.
one. One of each. Eventually.
Stylish red shirt. Yeah, those are the.
I like to have them to go under the dresses to make them look more pretty.
Yeah, that's cool.
One of each color would be
I've got
great
a double stitched woolen shoulders, but I can't use it yet because I'm not 17.
Yep.
I'm just.
Are you guys
16.
ready to go tell this Lord Ziz where he gets off?
You bet.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Just a moment.
Oh, gotta wait for Corey to finish, and then we will head out.
I'm going to make a new robe too, because that's also an upgrade for me.
We're gonna make like a baby and head out.
Ew.
Do you still need linen cloth?
No, mostly wool at this
If
point.
he's gonna make shirts.
Well,
he needs
shirts, yeah.
linen.
I've got. Trying to see how much I have.
We'll just mail it to you.
I've got enough to
or
make
I
like
will.
10. If you guys want to put orders in for shirts and stuff, I can do it.
I do. I'll send you an order for shirts.
Okay.
I will send you an order. I will mail order some shirts.
Yeah. Just, call me Burberry.
There you go.
It should have been your tune's name. You should change your tune name to Burberry.
Burberry.
I make shirts.
All right. Now I'm ready.
Who's leading this
Okay.
mess?
He is. She
Probably the
is.
tank.
Saltine.
Did you say saltine?
It's the
Yeah.
cracker.
Why are we going this way? The thing we're looking for is
Because
somewhere
we're
else.
going to see Overlord What's-His-Face and tell him, you gotta stop getting your naganess all over everything.
Yeah, but we're facing the wrong way.
No, we're
We're
not.
going north.
No, we're not. We're going the correct direction.
Now we are.
I was over collecting another flower node.
So I've got crystal shards, irradiated crystal shards everywhere that I'm supposed to pick up. Do you guys have that yet?
Wait a minute. Are you guys headed to... Are
It's
you
off the-
headed to Bloodwatch, or are you headed to Wrathscale Lair? Because Wrathscale Lair is to the northeast.
Yeah, I'm
This way.
Okay,
I'm getting there.
just checking. Just checking. Just checking. And just
I'm just
checking,
following
checking.
everybody.
Well, I
I'm
was
just a
following what was
chicken
on
who's checking.
my map, but I guess I must be.
I
must
know
be
I don't
late.
have irradiated crystals. Oh, I need to do that for everybody. I keep forgetting.
I think I've already done that quest too.
Yeah, I've done the crystals myself.
There's a blue flutter.
Yeah. Hello, Blue Flutterer. They're fun.
I
hunter
do not have a
pets.
crystals quest. Sounds way too much
I
like
don't
a
either.
magical girl thing.
Can you guys share those?
I'm however being attacked by a bear.
Probably not for long.
I need a target.
Yeah. It's like, I don't even have to do anything. I just stand here and someone will do it.
Whack.
Can you share the crystals quest? Because we don't have it.
Share.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, thank you.
And let's see, what's the other one? This one? Share? Nope, you guys aren't eligible for the other one.
Okay.
Hey, somebody popped.
Hooray! Congratulations.
Ding, 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 ding.
Dingling.
Wasn't me.
It was me.
Murderation! Murdertopia.
The new ride at Disneyland.
The new ride at Disneyland. Murdertopia.
Yeah, they have Autotopia, so. Yeah, I did this one, I remember.
Yeah.
Lord Zit over there.
Come on.
Okay, now we have to do the Declaration of Power, which plant our flags.
In his corpse.
Yep.
Yeah, I
His
remember
corpse.
I had to kill the guy twice because I forgot to plant the flag.
Uh-huh.
Did everybody plant their flags?
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
Alright, affecting nodes.
This Naga corpse belongs to Spain.
Nobody expects a Draenei Inquisition.
Spexadrana execution.
Where are we going now?
Well, we gotta do irradiated crystal shards, which are on the other continent, so we need to run down to Castle Crossing to turn in the Declaration of Power, and then run down to Stillpine Hold and tell the guy that his daughter is free and should be home pretty soon. And then we'll get a quest from one of those guys to turn us around and send us to the upper part of this particular section. Boy, I hope that made any sense at all.
I'll just follow you.
I've got a.
All the irradiated crystal shards are
Yeah, we need to turn in the other quests so we can pick up quests for the new zone. Is basically
Right.
that is probably all that needed to be said.
Briarthorn.
We need to
Oh.
turn around and turn in our quests so that we can pick up other quests.
Yeah, because
Briarthorn is good. Briarthorn is for healing spells. So is Earthroot.
Yeah,
I
why
gave
I'm
you some
picking up all the-
Briarthorn.
that's why I'm trying to pick up all the nodes so I can find out which ones are Earthroot. All the new stuff that you need.
Woohoo.
We can rescue the princess again.
no, she only gets one rescue on our watch. She's stupid enough to get captured again.
Yep, that's not our problem. Maybe she's not getting captured. Maybe one of these Furbies is her boyfriend and she's got to keep it a secret.
Or maybe
Oh
maybe it's a
yeah,
clone.
they kidnapped me. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I need you. So what this is a love situation where she tricks us into killing the boyfriend's father.
Yeah, that's it. That's the story right there.
And they're sticking to it.
Yep. We kill the boyfriend's father so that he can't object to them getting married.
Ooh, that got dark really quick.
Because if you're a princess, your parents are always bitching about who you're going to marry. It's very strange.
Safe journey.
Keep giving these stupid guns I can't use. It's like, I don't want this gun. Go away.
Speak with Exarch Adametius. The hand of Argus soldier is many things, obedient, brave, intelligent, and above all, honorable. You may exhibit some of these traits, shaman. Yes, I might. You never know.
It could
Report
happen.
to Exarch Adametius at Bloodwatch if you are still interested in joining the hand. I want to join the hand!
You gonna
I'm
learn
joining
the
the
hand?
hand, you guys.
So we can be fingers.
Yeah, we're going to be fingers of the hand.
So are we heading north or south here?
We're heading south because we want to turn in our quest for Chief Stillpine while it still gives us a decent amount of XP. I wish we had our Elix at this point, but we don't.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
Yep.
gonna do. You guys get the Alex the same time I do, right? I get writing.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
yeah, but you don't have to pay for it because you get a spell. You get your fell pony.
Yeah.
El Steed. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but don't you? I mean, everyone has their own private nightmare.
Fell horsey.
Fell glue.
It's got the hot foot.
You still have to
Were
do
you
the
in
quest
the
for
group?
it.
No. There's a quest for the higher level one. I don't think you actually. Do you have to do it? You might still have to do
I think
it.
you might.
I'm not sure. I don't know when the requirement for doing that quest disappeared. I don't remember. Crow, were you in the group where I got my fell seed on Peep?
I don't believe I was.
Yeah, I can't remember who. I know Kevin Kraus was in. A guy that was in playing with TCY for a while. But he doesn't play now. He does other stuff.
You
But I'm
ever
still Facebook buddies with him.
you ever talk to Meryl or Walter anymore?
Meryl and Dave I talk to frequently on Facebook, and Dave and I chat in the game all the time.
Yeah, Dave plays.
I
I don't
haven't
know if
seen them
Meryl
for.
plays.
Where did you
She
guys
just
go?
came back to playing.
Okay.
It's off to
We're
the
just-
left.
To the
Because he
right.
was playing. He was playing
I'm
her
running
character
down
for
the
a
road
while.
and suddenly I'm by myself.
What about Walt Woods?
Walter, I've actually spoken to recently, but I actually
left.
saw him in Chicago about 8 years ago, I think.
Ah, cool.
You guys are running up down the road when we're turning left.
Oh, I see. Like a lot of people.
Yep, I just went the wrong direction.
Oh, still pine. Okay. Gotta go back over there.
Just went the
I was
wrong
just
way.
running.
I was
'Cause
auto running and I was like,
I don't-
doo-doo-doo.
I don't have
What?
any quest to turn in, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you already did that one, huh?
Yeah.
So I have no question mark on my map. It's like, yeah, you guys, whatever you're doing, I don't care.
Well,
don't
I
a
have to
question
turn
mark
it
on my
in,
map
so I
either.
gotta get over there. I'm just avoiding kitties and mean flowers.
It's not him.
Kitties and mean flowers.
So we don't have to go back inside the,
Cave?
No.
okay. We're all done with that.
It's because we're in the wrong camp. It's Bristlelim, not Steel Pine. Oh wait.
These guys are the Stillpine.
Right, no, never mind. I'm reading the thing and trying to figure out. My father will richly reward you.
Blood watch.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. We had to go on the other continent. Oh well.
Yeah, you had to go north.
Sorry, guys. I thought it was the other way.
I kept looking at
was
it going,
wrong.
I've got question marks to turn in up above, up there.
Well, you should.
No, we're going this way.
Say something. I'm frequently incorrect.
Say it ain't so.
ain't
I
so.
can't. Why is there a big pile of stuff out here? Oh, is that the graveyard? It must be.
I don't know. I haven't died over here.
I haven't either. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, the funny thing is I haven't died in this game. I've died.
Oh, you haven't
frequently
died in
hardcore.
Lich King at all?
No, not even on the one
yeah.
I'm playing. Not even on the druid that I'm playing.
Burp.
And it's because every time I die in Classic, it's because something spawns on my ass.
You know, they have ointments for that.
Yeah.
You need an ointment when your head's been cut off.
Well, he gets spawns on his ass, you know. I'm sorry.
That I haven't. Has anybody
Well, last time
gotten
it was
hardcore one
Furby, so I had
above?
hemorrhoids.
How high a level did anybody get their hardcore tunes before they said, this is too much of a pain in the butt?
See, here we go with it spawning on your ass again. My highest one is currently 23.
23. I think my highest is 20 or 21.
I tend to die in between 10 and 15 because there's usually a void in there where it's very hard to advance.
Everybody's buffing everyone, and I don't have a buff that I can give out. All of my buffs are for me.
Well, one
Warlocks
buff I have,
are like, I can give you a water breathing buff.
which can be extremely handy, don't get me wrong.
I gave Peep an underwater breathing.
Now I can go breathing underwater.
Now I've got one too, I think.
I'm gonna be right
look
to
at
go
that.
pick up a node.
I've got
Well,
the
I'm not-
blurb stuff.
Blurp, blurp. Alright, I'm gonna go breathe underwater in this
Yeah, me
scary
too.
red stuff.
It's too far away.
There's a monster down there.
I need
There
to get
is.
closer.
And
A
it's trying to eat
fish.
me. And I'm going to throw a fire spell at it underwater.
I'm
That's
gonna
funny.
lightning underwater and electrocute us.
It's magnesium.
Can't skin those guys, unfortunately.
Can't swim up waterfalls either.
That is a little bit hard, yeah.
Okay, I have gotten
Sure.
myself stuck.
I'm sure spawning fish would be happy to collaborate on that.
Yeah, but they only spawn on my ass, so.
Yep.
I got a
Hey,
radiated
Briar
shard. Yay.
Woohoo!
I've been sharded.
Do the irradiated shards just fall off of everything, or?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
you have to kill animals.
Ah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Miss.
And flowers? Yeah, flowers have them too.
Yep, apparently.
Somebody loot this brown bear so I can make him into skin. Please?
I just got a crystal I don't need, so I'll turn it over to whoever does down the road.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! I got a crystal shard. Roll forward.
No shard for me.
No shard for you.
That bear
No
was
shard
not
for me.
sharded. We're in uncharted territory.
Oh God.
Ha 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 ha. I've only got one healing spell. I wonder when I may get another one.
I have no shards.
That'll be fun in Dead Mines with one healing spell. Erp. People aren't really staying together, so
I
There's
know.
three of
Where
us
is
over here.
everybody? Okay,
there's a
I've
group
got
of-
two
They're way over
shards
there.
for people who want one.
Okay.
you got
I've
what
got-
now?
I have two shards that I don't need.
Oh,
I've got. Okay, I'll take one.
just hand
well-
them both over to him, and then
Yeah.
we'll distribute shards. I'm like looking at my healing meters and going, oh, I need to heal these people. They're not in range. Oh, whoops.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Going this way.
Oh, we can get shards off of these guys too. These
Mhm.
tree ant guys.
Corrupted treant. I love the fact they get cut in half and they're like, what the hell?
They look pretty confused.
Especially when they look down at their base and my roots.
Yes. Ba-ba-da-da-da.
Target something first.
Ooh,
Ooh, a
hunting
hunting bow.
bow.
Hunting
Ooh.
bow. Do not need.
A disenchant item.
Got another crystal for someone.
How come you're getting all the crystals?
I don't know. Doesn't
that's
seem
weird.
fair, does it?
I got one. That's it. That's all I've seen so far. I'm following Corey around.
Yep, I'm trying to get over there. Trying. Keep getting bitten by plants and bears and stuff. Woohoo! Hurry up, you guys! Catch up! Boop-a-doop. Thank you!
I hear you mid now.
I'm surrounded.
We are now completely surrounded. This greatly simplifies our problem.
And we amazingly found out that we couldn't hit each other with our spells.
Crap.
I forget what I
There's
was
a
watching
quest
the other
over
night.
to the southwest called Cruel Finn's Necklace. Anyway, what were you watching the other night?
I don't remember what it was, but it's like a bunch of guys were standing around in a circle and they were shooting somebody in the middle. It's like, how do you not?
What?
It's like,
That's not good.
No, it's like, how did you not hurt each other?
Circular firing squad.
Was it like a, artistic recreation of American politics?
Good question. I don't know.
Were you watching YouTube or television or?
I was watching something on streaming something. I don't remember what it was, but all I remember is like, how the hell this? Kapow. I got 2 shards and a...
Who wants a shard?
Oh, I do. I want a shard.
Okay.
There's a quest marker here, but I don't see where we're supposed to pick up the quest. Does it just fall off of the Murloc?
Probably.
It probably does.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
I got 57 seconds of unending breath left. In an absolute hatred of Murlocs.
Let's kill them all. Oops.
Ah, my first crystal. Yay.
Yay!
That sounds like it should be one of those little golden books. My first crystal.
Yeah.
My first crystal meth.
My first blue crystal meth.
Who is Cruel Finn?
With a particular Murloc.
Yeah,
Oh, it's one of these guys that like walks up and down the beach.
that's what I'm guessing.
Do you want me to look it up? On the interwebs?
Sure.
Okay.
That'll save us some time of figuring out if we need
Yeah,
extra
we're like,
or not.
what are we going to do? We're going to cheat?
We're just sitting here going to kill stuff until... Oop.
Yeah, let's not leave the healer behind.
In an emergency situation, the people who have self-heals get healed last, by the way. I'm just letting you know. Like, I will heal you, but it'll have to be after the tank and after the DPS that can't heal themselves.
I'm doing drain life in order to kill stuff anyway, so...
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause
I
I can't-
hardly ever have to...
Who wants
I
a
hardly
crystal?
ever have to heal anybody, but right now, but...
Yeah.
I
Everything is
I would
dying
like
at
a
an
crystal.
accelerated rate of speed.
Okay, let me pick up Cruel Finn. Says... Comments. Let's see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This quest item This quest item, this NPC drops. This is really terrible. A person can't write a comment. They can't write a. They can't write. It is an NPC. It is an NPC called Cruelfin, and he's in the Murloc Guild. So he's an actual being along this beach somewhere. And the person who was trying to write a sentence about it apparently just doesn't understand subject
They don't understand
object.
English?
Language is not their first language.
Yeah, language is not their first language. That's pretty much it. At least the shaman totems are pretty on the Draenei side.
Here's Cruelfin.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is.
You found him?
Get him, Saltina. Saltina. Gosh, that was fast. He totally died. Woohoo! Alright, so you gotta open up that quest item. Once we're done killing this dumbass. You gotta open your bag and open the quest item for Cruelfin.
I may have had a
Red crystal
bag.
pendant.
Red crystal pendant.
Mine says it's complete.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you
that just
already
means you
did
got
it.
to turn it in.
At Bloodwatch.
Yeah, we'll
to
turn it in
Moray.
up there.
Yeah,
I
if
need
all you
4
have to
more
do is-
crystals. How about everybody else?
I need
I
6.
need 5 more.
6
Okay.
more.
8.
Wow.
I just got my second, like literally a second ago.
Well, let's kill some stuff.
Yeah. We can kill stuff on the way back to the, or on the way to the big city, if you want.
Well, we got
I'm
to kill
gonna
stuff
follow
out
the
here.
yellow star.
Yeah, we can just make our way over to the big city and kill stuff along the way and see if we manage it that way. Or we can just go around willy-nilly and just murder things.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit willy-nilly just because I'm gonna be looking for nodes, but I will
I'm
try.
just thinking out loud. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way.
I will try and be a little bit more methodical than just random.
So you're basically going to try to do something other than, ooh, shiny?
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, a squirrel.
Yeah, but it's hard having the person. This is all payback for when I was running around with Dag on Peep originally. Going, flower! Flower!
Fun times.
Question.
Where are you, Peep? I had to go get the flower. Oh gosh, there's so many gorillas.
4 of 10.
Oh, so the demons have them too, huh?
Yeah, and there's a quest here we can pick up, but I don't know how. Signs of the Legion. I suppose there's an NPC in the middle here that'll give it to us. But I don't really know.
They're in front of me. I'm like, where is it?
Nope, I don't know, man. Well, I'll look up that quest. Signs of the Legion.
We all take a point.
Where do we get the darn quest?
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, there's a...
Huh.
There is.
Okay.
Oh.
Kill,
okay. The demons?
kill 8 satyrs
Use
and
your
8.
words.
Sounds like
I'm
2
trying
syllables.
to read and talk at the same time, and that is just not working out for me. It starts from an armor plate that drops off of one of these satyrs. So
Got it. So kill satyrs. Got it.
kill satyrs. Murder them in the face.
Murder.
Oh, this one does not like me.
Alright, collecting nodes.
Crow's out here killing stuff again.
It's fine.
Bert?
Where is everybody?
We left you. We're following the leader.
Ah, that whole thing.
Yeah, Corey said, Node, you really need to say flower.
Flower. Flower.
We've got a big dude
there's
over
the
here.
dude.
Oh, here he is. That's the guy that the armor plate falls off of. Get him!
We got him.
Fortunately, he doesn't have a crystal shard on him.
Well, all these guys do.
And so that's another deal with the... You have to open your bag to open the armor plate quest.
The hell?
It's too far away.
7 of 10.
So did everybody open up the armor plate?
Yes.
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 Cool. See you, senor. Do you remember that guy in the Pink Panther? Inspector Clouseau's assistant, Juju?
Juju, I thought it was Kato.
No, Kato
His
is the
name
Green
is
That was
Hornet.
Green Hornet, yeah.
Ah,
He says, "Si, I mean we."
Oh, I didn't.
congrats.
Ding, 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 ding.
That means I can make a new robe and wear it. Woohoo.
Make your robe and wear it.
You made your own robe.
And now I have to wear it.
Now you have to wear it.
There's a node. There's a flower.
Flower.
We're not questing. We're just following him around when he does botany. Oh, that's Earth Root.
Yes. It's stuff that you need.
That's a good one.
Alright, where do we... I guess we're turning... We have to turn that in over here somewhere. Fine.
We got to kill a bunch of
Whee!
satyrs.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm following the dot, so.
Another shotgun.
I got a crystal for somebody.
Me, please. Nope. Yeah, just one more, and that'll be it. I'm done with. Don't need crystals. So we can switch to giving them to other peoples.
Something first.
I need 5 more.
I got a guy to loot over here.
I need a target.
8 of 10.
I don't have a target.
Let's see.
Yoo-hoo.
I need to target something first. I need a target. That spell isn't ready yet.
Whee! I see your little imp guy. He really blends in with his little invisibility.
I think he's just short, so he hides in the weeds.
The on retail, my Peepedeep's blueberry, his name is Fnac. And I've been playing her for so many years that I just completely remember his name. But the re-rolled Peepedeep in Wrath of the Lich King, hers is called something different. I can't remember what he's called.
Here
Like
goes a bunch of these guys.
2. He's Fnac 2. Part 2.
Get out my axe. Chop him down.
What's your guy's name? His name is Jack Yap. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that actually.
My little imp is called Abafip.
Flowers. Got it before you interrupted me, you stupid rogue.
Hey, there's a sparkly thing right over here.
Oh, the chest?
The monument glyph.
What's a monument glyph?
Yeah. See where I am?
Yeah, but what is it?
I don't know, but I got this, it's a quest item.
Ah. Interesting.
And I don't know what from.
Uh-oh. Oh! Well, that's great. We pulled this guy again.
It's okay, he won't last long.
All right.
9 out of 10 crystal shards.
Well, now we know what that is.
I need to drink some milk.
Milk.
Wow, I can actually cook something.
Woohoo.
I got a clam.
Nice.
Just one. Woo.
There you go.
So
Clam
that's
time.
not a quest item for me. It's not even clickable.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm assuming that is probably a class thing.
Or the two of us just completed it for everybody without really realizing what we were doing.
Oh.
Yes, as a matter of fact. No, it says
Sorry.
Laughing Crow got it.
And everybody else completed?
What
Yeah.
was it called?
I don't know. It was part
It's
of.
a
I don't know what
glyph.
it.
So
This is Nazivus Monument Glyph.
I do not have that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was about. But...
So I've got 2 shards if anybody wants them.
I need 1.
Okay. That was you, Mav?
Yep.
Well, I gave you 2, so you have to give somebody 1 now.
Okay.
I guess. Donna, you're done?
Yep.
So, Jeff?
Yeah, I haven't finished yet. I got 4.
Yeah, I've got 4 as well.
Yeah, I need 1 more of these satires.
I am done killing the satyrs.
So am I.
Yeah, I've got 1 shard. Everything else is done.
Okay.
Who needs a shard?
Me and Jeff.
No.
Damn hunting bow.
Green disenchants, that's what those are.
That won't.
It's
no
got
hunting bow?
There's nothing on it.
It's got to have stats on it.
It does have stats on it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, well. Poop. Gosh darn it. I guess that just means it's gold.
Or you
Just
could always say
extra
dag
silver.
nabbit.
Dag nabbit. Dag didn't
Dag
nab it,
nabbit.
though. He turned up his nose.
Well, that's because I have no space in my bag, actually.
Yeah, I understand.
I do, so...
I was in that, on
I now
PPD
have 2
today, I was
extra
in that
shards.
situation where I had...
Who needs a shard? Jump up and down.
Give them to Jeff, and then
Okay.
when Jeff's done, I'll...
I need 3.
Gotcha. Hold on a second. Shift.
Click on me, then click on my icon at the top.
Well, no, I had to. I know how to do that. I was just getting
Okay.
the shards separated out.
Oh. Yeah, you don't want to give them all to me.
You
Yep.
just left my radius. Okay, hold still.
Let me pin this on you. I mean...
I was in that situation on Peep today. My bags were, I had like 1 bag slot left and I was out killing Defias and I was like right in the middle of the whole, I only need just a few more situation.
It took
Like,
you another hour.
having to kill gray stuff every 2 minutes to get enough bag space free
Yeah.
to complete the quest. Because in that area where I was, there's just like no vendors.
Just like this.
Yes. Exactly. I've got extra space in my bag if you need it.
There's a bear to be skinned over here.
I don't know where you are.
Hiding behind the tree.
Right there.
I found another shard.
Aha. Sharderific. Shardtastic.
Too bad we're not playing Palia tonight. We could take those treants and use them to build stuff.
That's right. Have you been back in there at all?
I haven't. I've thought about it.
No, I
a couple
haven't
times.
either.
It's like, okay, I
You
got
guys
my
are
shards.
playing Palia?
We went and tried it out one night because it It was
It's free.
marketed as an MMO, but
Yeah,
it's not an MMO.
It's not.
It's The Sims. It's The Sims you can play in a fantasy environment with other people.
Hey, Dag, I got a shard for you.
Oh, I've sharded out.
All right.
Right. So that's me.
Is everybody sharded?
Wait.
No.
Who's jump? Okay, there you go. Sorry, I just wasn't sure.
All these damn space ghosts, they all look alike.
Why won't it let me trade with you?
I was trading with him.
Oh, sure, be that way.
All right, 3 more shards and then I'm done.
I've got one for you.
2 more shards.
Trade a trade. Where's the shardies? Why can't I see you in my bag, shardies? Oh, there you are. Actually, this may cover it.
Yep.
Yay.
I didn't realize I was over.
Now we can go turn all this crap in.
Yeah.
Assuming we can avoid getting diverted by any pretty flowers.
Flowers.
Briarthorn.
Another useful one.
Oh, I was gonna say, we're all 15. We could probably do dead mines if you wanted, or whatever, but it's getting pretty late.
Get around. Go around. Alright.
I don't have a target.
What happened? We just wandered it to death. Didn't bother wasting a spell on it.
That's it.
You don't really get to wand anymore in the retail game. If you have a wand, it's a main weapon, so then you can use it to shoot. But it doesn't have its own additional space the way it does in the old game, and I really wish they'd change it back. Wanding stuff is fun, man.
Yep.
Whack,
And doesn't
whack,
cost
whack.
mana.
And doesn't cost mana, importantly.
I always try to get the best wand that I can.
Yes. I like the shadow damage ones because there's, you know.
They look cool when they shoot.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm a shadow caster, I like to get a fire wand. If I'm anything else, I get a shadow one.
What am I at?
It's a markable. We have to do tag and release on.
We're doing science. We're doing science on Murlocs.
Turning everything in here.
And we
Princess.
have to go find her husband. Her husband. Go find her husband. Oh, still Pine Ambassador. Ooh, the Thumper. Ah, it's got a strength hammer. I need a hammer that strengthens my mind and spirit.
Well, I just got a ton of quests.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting... There's a super pooper amount in this area. Super pooper.
Is there a flight point here we can pick up?
Yep.
Guess we just pick everything up.
Yeah,
Yes.
just pick everything up.
Is a blessing. Safe journey.
Get it all.
Just grab everything.
Grab it all.
Pokemon.
Gotta get them all.
What's on your mind? Watch your back. Arcanon Poros. Remember the lessons of the past.
The bare necessities.
What quests here?
Open your heart to the light.
There's some up in
There
this
really
building
are.
too.
Yep.
May the light embrace you. May your days be long and your hardships few.
Are there trainers around here?
I don't know.
Saw the herbalism one that we just turned stuff into. But
Did you guys pick
no.
the?
The Legion's end.
Did you guys pick the one off of the board over here?
We will. We can all share once we get out in the field and make sure we've covered everything. Sharing is caring.
It's an innkeeper. Okay, I think I've got 2 more quests I gotta hunt down. Up in the other building.
One quest that doesn't tell me where it is. Oh, it's the board. Duh. Now I'm just going to work. No,
Good
there's
Lord.
no one down here that I don't know where it is.
Blessings upon
Where the
your
hell is this
family.
thing? Oh, that's 18. That's
May
why
your
I can't
days
pick it
be
up.
long and your hardships
I'm like,
few.
why aren't you showing up? Oh, 'cause you're not high enough level yet, asshole.
Do not lose faith.
There's one more quest. Is it on the other
Yeah.
side of the building?
No, if it's the one that I was missing, it's too high a level for us.
There's one on the back side of that really big building.
Yeah, I see her now. She's standing out in front of 3 spires. There's actually 2 quests
Yeah.
there.
Do not lose faith. Remember, the lessons of the past.
Go around.
Didn't they have a pretty low quest count at one point? Or did they raise
No,
that?
I think it's been 25 since the beginning.
Okay.
I
'Cause
believe.
I've got 15 quests now.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. I believe the limit is 25, but
Yes.
I'm not entirely certain.
And I'm
There's-
getting something that's showing up as a quest that I can't find by the inn.
Yeah, that's 18th level.
Oh, okay.
Well, fine.
The Legion's end draws near.
Well, I'm a 16. I should be able to pick that up.
Are you talking about the one that's outside? It's on a board right next to the mailbox.
I see the wanted poster, but it won't give it to me.
Yeah, because probably. Let's see, what level
I'm not
am
high
I?
enough.
I'm a level
You're higher
17.
than
Oh,
me. I
it's
picked it
it's
up.
too high. It's 11. It's 11 plus. It's like a hogger. I'm too high to get it.
We should be able to pick it
Okay,
up, though.
I've only got 12
You can turn
quests.
on your low quest tracker to find them. If they're lower.
It's okay. I probably won't get any XP for it, so why bother?
Yeah, it's fun.
They always give a tiny amount of XP. And they definitely do give rep, which is the other reason.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got 15 to go.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes till 10. What do you
Yeah,
guys
okay.
want to do?
I got 10 minutes till 9.
Well, you're in California.
You're in the wrong time zone, man.
You're
I'm
in the
le-
Bear Republic.
That's right.
We just got finished with the Bear Republic.
Sultania's just gone off and started questing without us again.
Well, I'm trying to find flowers, and suddenly they're also part of the quest, and I'm like, what?
So do we want to wait on? Do we want to wait on these quests?
Yeah, I think so, because I want to go get trained up, which means I got to go back to the Exodar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do now.
I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can...
I've just got to kill one thing, and I think I'll pop.
I'm sorry.
So there's a quest in the mailbox from Admiral Odysseus.
Maybe that's what it was.
Okay, let's make our way back. Where am I going?
Well, I'm going to go to the Exodar and do skills. Professionese. Since we're not really going to be able to do anything
Okie dokie.
useful.
So
I'm going back to the Exodar.
We ran around and murdered things.
Murder! We did. We murdered many things.
Murdered enough stuff for the evening, I guess.
It's okay, Jeff. We can murder more things on Wednesday.
That's
and
true.
You've been murdering things like crazy all week.
Yeah, well, I murder on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you're practically a serial killer at this point.
Yep. That's it. Serial something. I don't know what kind of cereal,
Wait a minute.
but...
There's cereal?
Could be... Captain Crunch. My next set of characters I should start naming after different kids' cereals. Fruit Loops.
There you go.
No, then you're Toucan, son of Sam, serial killer.
My Tuesday night D&D group was playtesting a D&D module for some people, and it was all breakfast themed, and so we called ourselves the Serial Killers.
I like that.
Well, when they first put Classic out, that's why I named our guild the Champions of Breakfast because it was a joke on that thing, the Breakfast of Champions, because Wheaties was the Breakfast of Champions, and I thought we're gonna be the Champions of Breakfast. So if we had a bunch of characters in this guild named after cereals, that would be funny.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, Captain Crunch's full name is Captain Horatio Magellan Crunch.
Seriously?
Nice.
Yes.
That's great.
It's one of those things that...
I'm at the point where I have to...
That is an official thing.
I got so much garbage now. I've got to go sell stuff, and then go back to the bank, grab some more, sell some more stuff.
Yeah, I'm dumping all of my, potions and foods and all that stuff into the bank and just keeping the leather and all of that so I can go do my quest. It's the bank shuffle.
Yeah.
Which I don't really do in retail, at all. Don't do the bank shuffle. Don't need to. I have plenty of room.
These quests are all over the place.
I was going through my bags on my Shadow Priest over on retail and just trying to sort out what do I want to keep and what don't I want to keep, and it was really overwhelming. I was like, what is all this stuff? Oh my god.
No, I found the one from Odysseus.
Yay.
He wants to go walkies.
Does he?
When does Odysseus ever not want to go walkies?
Walkies. You want to go walkies?
He's crashed out on his bumble bed right now.
Yeah. He loves his bumble bed.
Turn in on the wings of hippogriffs.
Guess I don't need Murloc eyes, do I?
Not unless you're making
West.
Not unless you're making Westfall stew.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's funny is you can't skin Murlocs, but you can get their fins, and you can eat them.
Yep.
Dionys Haka.
More clam.
I suppose that's because not everybody in the world recognizes that they are a culture.
Aquaculture.
You know? Yeah.
Remember the lessons
They're an
of the past.
aquaculture, yeah.
I guess
For
I'll go
certain.
cook something so I can. I got two things I can cook. Woohoo!
What do you need for
Space.
ingredients?
No, he needs recipes. He just doesn't have the recipes.
Ah.
I need space. The final frontier.
Beef. I need to do some nether working. I think I have some new spells to train for Shammy, though. I'll go do that first, and then do some
Okay, don't stand
nether
on
working.
the fire, just near it.
Don't stand so. Don't stand so. Don't stand so close to the fire.
Yeah, really.
A lot of people die in hardcore from standing in the
All
fire.
prices here are reasonable.
Low-level people. I never thought anybody would actually die from it, but they must just go AFK and come back. Yeah.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Or if they're just trying to get rid of their character, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just like, I'm gonna have one die in the fire.
Right, so I can't
Probably an achievement.
die
You don't
in
get
fire.
achievements in hardcore.
Staying alive is the achievement.
Yeah.
I think there's an achievement in retail for getting a character to 60, though, isn't there? Or a prize or something?
Yeah, I think it's like every it starts at 50 and every 10 levels after.
Yeah, I might do it, I might not. I never realized what a pain in the butt that game was.
What, retail?
No, hardcore.
Yeah. I just keep. It's like I have been getting characters and they've been flower picker / enchanters, so they can pick for the potion maker who I've got separately.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to about level 10 and then they die.
Whoa. I have Ghost Wolf!
Yay!
Cool.
Yay!
You have what?
Ghost Wolf.
Ghost Wolf.
Ghost Wolf!
Now she can run off by herself and we'll never
I'm a
catch up.
ghost. Ghostly
She'll be just like the tank, is what you're saying.
The Naru have not
I
forgotten
just
us.
learned how to be a ghost wolf. La la la.
Good health, long life.
Oh, all these flower points.
The
that I'm
Legion's
missing.
end draws near.
Okay, so what do I need to do? What kind of
Dionys
crafting? Sell a lot of this crap.
I'm about to send you a bunch of stuff in the mail too.
May the
Yeah.
light embrace you.
There's a guy in here called Chaka.
Blessings upon you.
There is a land of the lost person on this staff of World of Warcraft.
May I be of service?
Complain, cat. You're hungry, aren't you?
The land
You should hear the
of
sad
the
noise this cat is
lost.
making.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Our real cat?
Yes.
What's he doing?
He's like, meow. Meow.
Is he acting like he's starving to death? Because he
He's
definitely
just so
isn't.
sad. It's just a sad noise.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, he thinks he's hungry.
Well, he might be hungry, actually.
Fed you about an hour ago, dude.
Warm wishes to
It was 4 hours ago. It was practically
He might
4
be
hours.
hungry. He's only had 2 cans today. He probably is He could have more food.
Yes.
Valera's probably about done for the day, but he should be fine.
I'm going to go get the cat some cat food.
Meow.
I hope you find something useful.
Oh, that's weird. I thought he said warm fishes to you, but he said warm wishes.
Warm fishes to you.
Not fishes, wishes.
Worm fishes. Ah.
No. Gross. Ugh.
Warm dishes.
Funny. All right. Let's get down to business with this leatherworking.
Yeah, I got some shoulders finally.
So next time, do you guys
How
want
have you been
to...
holding your arms on?
Tape. Duct
Next
tape.
time, do you guys... Next time, do you guys want to do a dungeon before we get started on questing?
Sure.
I'd be up for it.
Since we're
Sure.
all, level 15 and above? We won't be able to get all the quests for it because that just requires a bunch of time in Westfall, but it doesn't really matter. It's still fun anyways.
So, Peep, you wanted one of every shirt, right?
Yes, please, and I will even give you monies for the materials if you need it.
Let's see, I gotta get some bleach.
I will pay you golds to make me shirts. Or, silvers.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. Silvers.
Blue. Green.
Who needs light leather?
Me.
Yeah, she does.
Gray. And a stylish red shirt. Okay. So I'm going to get you your stylish red shirt.
Okay, thank you.
So, yeah. Because that'll burn most of my wool, which is fine. Because I need to make space anyway.
Can you make the green ones and blue ones with just linen?
No, I think yes. I think those are linen. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go find an anvil now.
Yeah, those are all linen.
Cool. I've been sending you a whole bunch of every piece of linen and wool that I run across.
Okay.
Let me know when you need the linen to stop. And I'll switch to sending you wool.
Okay, after the shirts, I've got plenty of linen in the bank, I think, too.
Okay.
So.
Can I send you a bunch of embossed leather cloaks to disenchant? Or do you need... Are you covered in enchanting mats? Should I just send these to an alt?
I've got crap tons of enchanting stuff. Because,
Okay.
I just trained, so I got new spells, and but you guys aren't using them, that's the thing.
Well, no, because you don't need to update them very much.
Yeah.
Be of service?
Not getting new stuff, I get it. See, bleach, red dye number 2, blue dye, green dye.
We should get plenty of new stuff if we,
Don't need yellow, black, pink, or gray. I got those. Okay.
Remain vigilant.
If we do a dungeon next time, we should get plenty of new stuff.
All right. White linen shirt coming up.
Woohoo!
And a Brown linen shirt. Well, not yet. Let's see. Red linen. Stylish red shirt. There we go. That one's out of wool.
Stylish red shirt, also known as an expendable extra.
And green linen shirt. And a blue linen shirt. There we go. 4 shirts for Peep.
Yay! Shirts for
I
me.
see. Well, wait a second. I see 3. What happened to the other one? I made a shirt and it went into the nether.
That's not where they should go.
Yes.
Generally hard. You don't wear shirts on your nethers.
Not for long, at least.
Now you don't know. Could be a boyfriend shirt.
Oh, you guys are silly.
That is
I'm
not what
not,
I've
though.
seen out on the streets. So.
I'm not, though. I'm not silly. You guys are. But I'm not.
Of course not.
All right. I am sending you DAL friend. 1, 2, 3 shirts. And there should be a green one, but I don't know where it went. That's interesting.
Oh, dear.
I made a green shirt.
Oh, by the way, I could use a little bit of wool cloth.
How much?
At this point, probably a stack of 10 would do me.
I've got 9 on hand.
That'll do too. I only actually need 7, but 10 is a round number.
All right, where are you, Curtis?
Currently, I'm down at the engineering trainer.
Okay.
Okay, your shirts are in the mail. Peep.
Woohoo!
Well, then I'll just
Thank
mail
you.
it to you.
Mm-hmm. Guns, but nobody uses them.
I have an alt called Grunya that might use them if you want to just send them to me.
Well, I have no particular. Okay, at this point, no need to make one.
Or you
I
can
do.
just sell them or whatever, but I have an alt that might be able to use them. That was the only point.
Well, what I'm gonna make what I'm gonna make with the wool that I'm gonna be getting, and with the bronze, if I've got any, is target dummies,
Good fortune.
which we can chuck
Oh.
out, and they basically act as tanks.
Yep.
They draw fire.
Yeah, they do. They're darn good at it as well. They're fun to drop on a battlefield too, because if you're doing a battleground,
Uh-huh.
because they are useless there, and in most of them, except like Alterac Valley, but they're confusing for people. They're like, why are people dropping a raid target instead of fighting? Ho ho ho. And that means that they're distracted.
Okay.
Be well.
I like it when people lose their shit over battleground stuff. It's like just being silly. Relax.
Yep.
What are you doing? I'm officially losing my shit, sir.
Yep, exactly.
All right, that's it for leatherworking until level 20. I can't learn any more spells until level 20.
So anyone need a woolen bag? I've got enough mats to do 1. Or I can make a heavy woolen gloves, which have 2 intellect and 2 spirit.
That would be nice.
Oh,
Level 19.
that would be nice.
Level 19.
That would be nice for any of us casters.
Yeah.
It's
You
a
should
level
just
19
save it
armor.
for yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm too low for that right now. I'm level 16.
No, it requires
I'm
level
16.
12. It's a level 19 armor. That's what I said. Sorry.
Ah.
It's item level 19.
Yeah.
Pass it out. Just pass it out, dude. Pick somebody.
I'm making it, and it will be in the
Putting it
mail.
on. You should wear it.
I have one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Made that as part of my... Here we go. I just put it in the mail for you. So you got all kinds of stuff. All right, let's see. What else do I need? You guys put a bunch of stuff.
I got 2 talents this session. Pretty cool.
I got a letter.
How many talents am I sitting on? I'm currently sitting on 2 talents as well.
This guy's telling me to open my heart to the light. I didn't come here for religion. I came here to bank.
All right, I disenchanted that stuff.
Nice.
And Crow's giving me all kinds of stuff. Yay. Ooh, that gloom bands. I wish I could use it.
Well, I can make those easy. I've got a bunch of them too.
Okay, well, yeah, would be like a 1600% upgrade for me.
Ah, okay. Well,
So,
when you hit level 19, let me know.
yeah, I will.
But the other side of the coin is like, who's our tank again?
Sultania.
I have when you hit 17, I have a ring that'll give you an additional 30 armor.
Sweet. Yeah, I got I'm almost halfway through level 16, so.
And then the casters that get to 17, I have elegant silver ring that has 2 Enelic and 2 spirit, or I also have a simple pearl ring that has an improved hit rating of 4. So either one of those, or both. So let me know when you get there. Oh, wait a second. I've got you're leatherworking, right, Pete?
Mm-hmm.
I have a pattern for fine leather boots and a pattern for no, that one's for blacksmithing. For blacksmithing, I have gemmed copper gauntlets. So
Send me the pattern. I will use it.
I will do that.
Okay, I could use, for those of you who are doing mining and all that, I could use some coarse stone.
How much? I got 40 in the bank.
Yeah, just send them to me. I'll make blasting powder out of them.
Okay.
And then what am I trying? The other thing. If anyone needs a pearl, I've still got the pearls. Gotten what I was here for.
Go down into the... I'm at the auction house, damn it.
I'm at the bank.
Yeah, I was looking at my bank stuff through an app, and then I realized I have to run over to the bank to actually get it.
Yeah.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure. May your days be long and your hardships few.
Okay, where's first aid? The other direction. Got it. I don't know why I picked up first aid, but like, why not?
Yeah, what the heck, huh?
Another
Well, there are
thing.
achievements that go with it, so that's nice.
Yeah. I could also use all of my linen for it too. The extra linen
Yeah.
I've got.
You remember that quest out in Theramore? Is it Theramore? I think it's Theramore, to level your first aid. It's really fun because you have to heal all these soldiers within a certain time period, and you can place your tune in a specific place in the room where all you have to do is turn in a circle, and you have access to every bunk, so that you don't have to keep running back and forth.
Yeah, but it takes you a little while to figure that one out.
Yeah, when I figured it out, it was suddenly like, oh, this quest is actually pretty fun. What are you doing, little puppy? Hector says, I don't want to sleep in my dog bed anymore. I want to be up here with you.
Don't they always?
He does. He was he was acting strange for like a couple of days. Really strange. Just super just wanted to be held every second. He was totally anxious and stressed out, and I was like, what's going on with this little dog? He's usually pretty mellow. And it turned out he just needed to poop. He was just constipated.
That'll change your attitude.
That's the way I act when I'm constipated. I just need to be held.
Well, I mean, the reason he wanted to be held was because he was anxious and didn't feel good, and that's,
I just did the same thing you did. I went to the
dogs.
auction house, not the bank. Go, wait a second.
Yeah, this isn't right.
It's the other one.
Alrighty.
So I think something. I don't think. I'm not thinking.
How's the streaming stuff going with the editing and the 2 platforms and that whole deal?
Well, the platform thing tonight is the first time we've been able to stream to both. So
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we're still live, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yay.
but
now for your technical description of the evening.
Yeah, I wanted to tell. I just wanted to say, we're gonna shut off the stream and we're just gonna BS for a few minutes. But if I don't see you before then, though, have a good day.
Just the shameless.
Have a good afternoon.
Take it you're taking off.
Have a wonderful evening. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye now.